EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the 49ers and the Texans coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's complete. It's Collins, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They begin on the ground with Garendo. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go play action here. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 4 catches, 66 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Stroud sets up the play action. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 30-yard line.
Again, it's Stroud. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's good for the Texans. First down. First and 10 at the 28.
Play action. Stroud now. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Texans hit 3-0 here in the month of September, and they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. As Stroud now to throw. And down inside the 15 he goes. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Mixon with a first down carry. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Stroud to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Purdy now to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Purdy. To the right side and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. He's to the 15. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun now with Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he gets this up past the 40. Throwing here, Purdy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Purdy going to give it to Garindo. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 3rd and 3 as they've got it as we resume action. Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The tight end in motion right. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Moody good with the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll complete this one to Collins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 49ers, 29.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Stroud looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Stroud. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And it's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, 49ers.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Back to throw, Purdy. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Purdy looking to throw. And this is caught, Jennings. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have moved out in front.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Texans 10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Brock Purdy and the 49ers out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And Stroud now to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
It's now second down and 20.
Stroud to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. Throwing again is Stroud. So that means they intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now Purdy. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Stroud. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Stroud. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff, and even better execution.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Here's Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. And the 49er first down.
Purdy from the gun. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down. And they'll go on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. In motion, the tight end. Throwing here, Purdy. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Throwing now is Stroud. And it's caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Mixon. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Niners offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Stroud looking to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. Able to slither by. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Well, they'll go play action here with Stroud. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
at the 14-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 12.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Connects with Kittle underneath. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Motion to the left with Jennings. Purdy looking to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 9 yards.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Shotgun now with Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Purdy now to throw. He finds Robinson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Now Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for the Texans. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mixing up the middle. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Stroud to throw it. He gets this one to Mechie. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 25, here's 2nd and a couple.
At the 25-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stroud out of the gun here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins from 3 yards out. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the...
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The 49ers offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. Here's Purdy. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Texans are right back in this football game. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Collins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Stroud working out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down. Stroud will look to throw once more. This will be complete to Mechie. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
At the 12-yard line.
Here's Stroud. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Stroud to throw it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken a 4th quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So Purdy and the Niners down by 4. A minute 53 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Here's Purdy to throw. This one caught by Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw is Purdy. He'll find Farrell open left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Throwing, Purdy. And his throw is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And he is going to have a Niners first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Purdy to throw. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. But this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Purdy to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the attention turns to the Texans, trailing by a field goal. A little over 20 seconds to go. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless he's got a man complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Inside handoff to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left, and we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Purdy. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the 49ers first down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Purdy gets this one to use check. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he gets it down to the 32. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Throwing here, Purdy. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, 49ers.
Purdy now to throw. Throw over the middle, pulled in here by Farrell. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. A give running left now, Garindo.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Purdy looking to throw. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Stroud. And one more time, here's Kirk. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Stroud. That is caught and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Stroud. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. And he got it. It's good. They answer with a field goal of their own to send this game into sudden death. So each team's had it. Each team's put up 3. It's sudden death now, and here we go. Well, this one certainly has not lacked for intrigue. And let's keep playing. What do you say?
Fine by me. I'm loving what we're seeing here. This is a heck of a game. And now, guess what? A kicker may decide it again, and the next one that does it wins it.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and very rarely in the National Football League you tie. But that's what we had here. Each team with a field goal in the extra session, but nobody could separate.
I'm glad you went in that direction because I thought the next thing was going to be, and sometimes it rains, but that's not really the case here, right? Look, if this is college football, they keep playing. You know, they're going to break that tie and continue to go how many overtimes it takes. Postseason football, we're still playing. But it's the regular season. You get one extra period to decide it. This one, we get field goals on each side. And guess what? The end result's the same. Tie, off we go. Let's move on.